how tough was it when you give up a goal late like that, for the guys to show the poise and to stick with it and rebound from it?
I thought the overtime we probably played a little bit not to lose, and they gained some confidence from it. So we're still learning how to win these big games, and I thought for the 3 periods we played a great hockey game. We did the things we needed to do, and we played the way we needed to play. And then when they got that goal, we probably tightened up a little bit, and they showed why they win, because they played with a little more confidence in the OT than we did.
What would you say? The psyche of the team coming back to win this.
I just
have lost this.
Hockey gods took care of us today. They did. I mean, we played a great hockey game. It would have been, waking up tomorrow would have been a challenge if we didn't win the hockey game today. And you hate to say things are must-wins, but for us, we're hopefully going to gain a lot of confidence from this, that we can compete with these guys, and not just compete, but actually win. And, I think that it would have been a shame not to win, but when you're the defending champion, you can't just knock them off. You're going to have to stick a pretty big nail in them, and we're just getting started in this series.
Ken, the body language from your players after the third period as they were coming off the ice was not great. They looked pretty dejected based on the last-minute goal. What was said between periods to
You know what? We didn't say much. They were pretty lively in the room, but I think our play was like, you just got a feeling something bad might happen. So you're a little bit jittery with the puck and stuff like that. That's something we'll talk about. We just have to play, and when we play, we're a good team. But when we kind of get ahead of ourselves and we're worried about scoring a goal rather than playing the game, I think that's what teams that have the experience of winning do. They just play. And as we did a great job for 60 minutes, but then in the overtime, LA started to play, and we started to play a little bit nervous. And so we'll talk about that tomorrow, and it's a good learning experience.
You talk about the heads-up play by Alex. He's a veteran who's showing his intelligence. Get in there and force a play.
Yeah, he rerouted himself on the forecheck, and it's just such an emotional swing. You're down, you're figuring out who's going to kill 4-minute penalty, and the next thing the game's over. I think that's what leaders do. He has really stepped up in the last month on this hockey club, and he's really stepped up his game, and he's stepped up his personality on the team, and he knew he had to step up today. He played a great hockey game.
Hitch, when's the last time you guys executed as well as you did tonight, just in terms of getting pucks in deep to really pressuring their D?
We've played a lot like this, to be honest with you, in the last month. We did this against Chicago. We did this against Vancouver. We did this in Mini twice. We've played a lot like this. Like, maybe not as physical or as emotional, that's what playoffs are, but we've been playing at least every second game like this for over a month now. This is the way we've been playing, and that's why when I said to you folks, we're confident that we're playing as well as we've played all year. We're playing that way right now. And all that does is give us an overtime win. That's how good the hockey club we're playing against is. And so we're going to have to find a way to keep getting better and better as this series moves on, because we know that in that room they will.
You don't want to put too much in one game, Mitch, but that team had never been behind this series once last spring. So you've just done something new for that group, at least. How important is it to have this start?
I think it's more for us. From our standpoint, we needed to talk about something other than coming close. We needed to start talking about here's how you win. And you can only go to that well so many times where the players stop believing. And we gave a big push today, and we're rewarded for it. So we've got something to draw on. We've got some experience now to draw on. But if you keep going to the well about knocking on the door, I think they stop listening after a while, Pierre. So for me, we've got something to sell tomorrow morning, and hopefully we come back with a similar effort.
Hitch, after the third, you mentioned the players were lively. They said they were looking ahead. Did you lament all those chances you had that you couldn't take advantage of one of them?
No, you know what? I coached Eddie Belfour, and I've seen this act before. He's a great goalie. You're going to have to outwork him, outbattle him. And it's, that's what makes our game so special, is you can play really well and the goalie can still win the hockey game for the opposition. And we won a lot of games with guys like Eddie because he was the best player in the league at that time. And so we got outplayed a lot, especially in some of the series against Colorado. And Eddie stood tall, and that's what Jonathan does. He stands tall, and we're going to have to find a way on Thursday to outwork him. And if you just live on scoring chances, it's lame. You got to find a way to outwork the goalie, and I've learned that lesson having one of these guys before.
Hitch, were you surprised they gave him the 4-minute double minor there in overtime? Did they say they saw blood, or?
I don't know.
There's a discrepancy there.
I haven't looked at that call. It's 3 hours later. As soon as I finish talking to you, I got to go back to work here. So, thanks.